Listen, I just wanted to give somebody a word. You gotta be okay with people doing you wrong. You have to be okay, and you have to be comfortable with knowing that on this walk, people gonna do you wrong. Listen to this. If all I do is good to somebody, and I do it out of a pure heart, I don't do it out of an ill intent or anything like that, I have to be okay with knowing that they're gonna probably do me wrong. I have to be okay with people who do me wrong. Because look. If I'm doing something with ill intent, if I'm doing something to be shady, and you doing stuff to me to be good, eventually my true colors are going to reveal itself. If I'm around somebody who's always doing good to me, and I have ill intent, because of my ill intent and because of my guilty conscience, I will eventually manifest the fact that I'm trying to do something with ill intent. Why? Because I can't fathom, or I can't understand or comprehend why you would continuously do something for me without having ill intent when I'm doing stuff for you because I do have ill intent. Listen to what I'm saying. This is why you have to be patient, and this is why you have to be okay with what people may do to you. Because at the end of the day, if somebody has ill intent, regardless of why they're around or regardless of what it is that they're around for, they will eventually manifest the ill intent that's inside of them. Think about Judas. Judas was with Jesus the whole time. He seen what Jesus did. He seen all the miracles. He heard the preaching. He heard everything. But he betrayed Jesus. Now, Jesus was doing good. Jesus was doing everything good. He was living God. He was being God in the flesh. He was being God. And he was doing stuff amazingly out of love, out of no ill intent. He was doing it out of the kindness of his heart, being compassionate, doing it with no desire for anything in return. He just wanted to be able to give so that we could have the opportunity to receive. But this is Judas. Here comes Judas like, hey, who I kiss on the cheek, that's going to be the one whom y'all need to go and kill. Ain't that crazy? Think about this. He kissed Jesus on the cheek as a sign of who needed to be killed. What? Does that make sense? Listen, you have to be okay with people do to you. You have to be okay with what people do to you. And a lot of us are in a season where we're pursuing things and we're after the purpose of God. We chasing the bag. We doing all this different stuff, but we don't understand that just because somebody riding with you now don't mean that they're going to be riding with you later down the line, bro. That don't mean that. They could be with you while you climbing. They could be with you while you hustling, grinding, doing all the hard work that you're doing. But that don't mean that they gonna be with you. And that don't mean that they got your best interest in mind. They could be tagging along expecting to use you for their gain. Judas used Jesus as a way to come up, bro. Come on, bro. He used Jesus as a way to come up. They said, look, we gonna throw you this bread. And he like, bet, I'm gonna kiss him on the cheek. And that's the one who I kiss on the cheek, that's the one y'all need to kill. I just think it's amazing that the same people who were trying to kill Jesus needed Judas to kiss Jesus so that they could be aware of who Jesus was. But I ain't even gonna touch that. That's a whole different thing. That's why you gotta make sure that you're surrounded by people who are like-minded. Because when you're surrounded by people who are like-minded, when people are trying to kill you, they need somebody to do the dirty work to figure it out. Because when you're around people in your circle who have people around you who look like you, who act like you, who talk like you, and do the things you do, people got a hard time trying to pick out who it is that they need to kill. Because if they kill the wrong person, they know that the same stuff will continue to happen. The same stuff gonna flow out. The same stuff gonna continue to be produced. That's why you need to be careful of your circle. And that's why you need to be okay with knowing somebody gonna betray you. Knowing that somebody is gonna do something. They gonna have to show their colors. If somebody is around you with ill intent, don't hate them. Don't get mad at them. Don't be upset with them. Love them. Love them. Keep on loving them, because your love could remove the demon that's trying to manifest through them. Listen, the love that's in them, yeah, they may betray you, but still love them. Yeah, they may hurt you or do you wrong, but still love them. Because you don't know. Your love could be the thing that removes the spirit, the demon, and the ill intent that's trying to kill you. And you got to be okay with the murder. If somebody wants to betray you, somebody wants to kill you, somebody wants to backstab you, you got to be okay with it. Because if Judas hadn't did what he did, guess what? Jesus wouldn't have died on the cross and made a way for us to be reconnected to our Creator, our Father. Think about that. If Jesus hadn't have been betrayed, if Jesus hadn't have been through what he'd been through, if Jesus had not of been backstabbed by Judas, if he hadn't have been backstabbed by Judas, how could they have possibly killed Jesus? Somebody had to stab him in the back. Somebody had to do it. Somebody had to do it. So don't be mad when somebody betray you. Don't be mad if somebody does something to you that you don't like. Don't be mad at it, because sometimes it takes that thing that they do to push you into the purpose that God has for you. Do not be upset or mad at anybody who betrays you or who does anything wrongfully to you, because that same act, that same person could be the same thing that catapults you into the destiny that God wants you to have. Do not be angry at people who do you wrong. Love them. Love them. And care about them. Bless them. Bless them. Because at the end of the day, they setting you up for a blessing that only God can give you in return. I'm telling you. Be blessed. Have a good rest of the day.